Let's go over the most important stimulus news. A letter from the IRS is coming and it's telling you if you're eligible to receive, and it's talking about the $1,400 stimulus payments. Many of you are actually waiting for your $1,400 third stimulus check to arrive. Well, it is likely you will have to file taxes in order to receive your missing stimulus relief money. The recovery rebate credit is available to anybody that did not receive their third stimulus check or if they received less than the correct amount. It is important to remember that in order to claim the recovery rebate credit, individuals must file a 2021 tax return to claim the remaining stimulus money.
For Reginae, I want to say that because of the infrastructure bill, a few weeks ago we had an event, our Safe Streets initiative for San Francisco, so that it be safer for children and families.
The money you could receive will either be in the form of a refund or tax reduction. The letter is expected to be arriving in mailboxes by the end of January, with 36 million households expected to receive it. And I know many of you are wondering why it is important to file taxes if you're missing stimulus money. According to CNET, the IRS will now record your stimulus check from 2021 in your tax return. This could lead to a review of your filing, which would inevitably lead to a delay in getting the stimulus back. And also, everybody, if you're a senior, then make sure to continue watching this. So today, CNBC reported that a public health emergency could actually cost millions of people to lose Medicaid coverage. The bad news is that up to 15 million people are at risk of losing Medicaid. Across the country, people are preparing for this. But the analysis have announced that many people are likely to be eligible for other forms of coverage. But there is a concern that few people will know that they are in danger of losing Medicaid and are eligible for other types of health insurance. There have been a few attempts to communicate this to those who are affected, but not every state is approaching it the same way. So, as of now, states are required to keep people on the Medicaid payrolls during the public health emergency unless they move out of the state or ask to be removed. So when the public health emergency ends, states will have 12 months to go through enrollment and determine everybody's eligibility status. Now, we all know how Democrats spent much of January on the voting rights legislation. Now, with On the Vote now in shambles, they're refocusing their attention to the Build Back Better bill. So President Biden can get this done. So hopefully President Biden can get this done, everybody. If you think he can, tell me in the comments down below, and I'll do my very best in answering all of your questions.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. There's a saying that those that preceded me have said everything that needs to be said. So I'm not going to put the microphone down yet, though. Ivar, thank you for your superb leadership. To the building trades, to all the stakeholders, the workers, the contractors, the pilots, as Congresswoman Spears so ably listed out, the honor roll of those that make this place work. My second home, I would submit to you, is San Francisco International Airport, because I am here faithfully twice a week for now almost 30 years. So I know every nook and cranny. I know what works and what doesn't work. I know where my favorite food snacks are. But more importantly, this is the gateway to the two magic words in our region. San Francisco, the city of St. Francis, and Silicon Valley. Right here. And as was said, this needs to be a world-class airport, and that's what we're here to celebrate. You cannot even begin to dream of the completion of these projects unless you have the money. And we have delivered that, and we will continue to. The infrastructure of our country has been neglected. We just came from another press conference for Caltrain. That started, that passenger service was launched during the administration of Abraham Lincoln, 1863. And here we are in our day and our time, not just remembering the past from the old original terminal, but with the name of Harvey Milk, who always is a reminder of the great mayor of the city of San Francisco at that time, George Moscone. But we, in our time, are making history by making sure that this is a jewel in the crown of SFO. So I look forward to wandering around and
For Regine, I want to say that because of the infrastructure bill, a few weeks ago we had an event, Safe Streets Initiative, for San Francisco, so that it be safer for children and families to be outside. But with that, I'd like to take any questions. I did want to say, though, that listening to Jamie and the training that she received, and listening to Bart saying he worked with the tools, he knows the jobs, he knows the workers, he knows the territory. Congratulations and good luck to you in your leadership role. I hope that the challenges it presents doesn't make you long to get back to the tools, but maybe so. We'll see. We'll see. But I just want to say this about Jamie. In the Build Back Better legislation, which is really important, as I said, the president said, I will not confine my dream, vision for America to what we can accomplish just in a bipartisan way, even though we wish that could be more. It's about saving the planet and good green-paying union jobs and saving the planet. But as regards directly to Jamie, it has in their legislation provisions that are transformative for women in the workforce. Frankly, for dads, too. Anyone who has responsibilities at home. Good, affordable, lowering the cost for child care, having universal pre-K, child tax credit, issues that relate to home health care. If you have a parent, a sibling, someone at home, even beyond being a child, who needs health care. So this says that we honor those workers who provide child care and home health care and the rest with the ability to get fair pay, hopefully to be unionized as well, and as well as the meeting the needs.
But across the country, there are 45,000 bridges in poor condition. It's just simply unacceptable. That's why your governor and your members of Congress, your mayor, have been saying for years, we have to do something about this. I've talked about it every time I've come to Pittsburgh, and we finally got it done. A bipartisan infrastructure law, including the largest investment in our nation's bridges since the Eisenhower put together the interstate highway system. And I might add, this is the first time in the country's history that we dedicated a national program to repair and upgrade bridges. And it's about time. The governor can tell you we're giving state and local leaders historic funding to make national projects real. Here in Pennsylvania, that means at least $1.6 billion for bridges alone, $327 million in 2022 alone just to repair bridges. We've got to get it on with it. We've got to move. The next time, we don't need headlines saying that some